Mini breaks are 50 shades of cray-cray. How can anyone be expected to go somewhere new and enjoy themselves without at least a decade to decompress? There's no idea where to go, what to do, or how to eat. It's impossible to stop the whole thing turning into a monumental fudge-up. But let not tears bespoil your cheeks, for I, Richard Showbiz Ayoade, am about to apply a damp compress of cheer to your beleaguered brow.
Stop.
Contractually tethered to a TV face to comprise some kind of deathly ad hoc double act, I'm going to savagely shoulder you through a maxi mini break. This is travel without mercy. Tonight, a 48-hour Emirati excursion in downtown Dubai. 14 million tourists a year bear down on this opulent oasis, flinging coin around like they were in some kind of coin-flinging competition. And helping me in this abject affront to austerity is actor, comedian and institution Johnny Vegas.
Get a really weird buzz in my testicles.
Sure. Together we will skid around on sand. This entire sequence could have been handled by my stunt double. Sightsee like wind-borne chaff.
This beats the city bus tour, doesn't it?
And blow a bundle on ice.
It's like I licked the exhaust off a Capri.
That is not the review they're looking for.
Sorry.
We're here, but should we have come?
You going to mug me?
Am I going to mug you?
Is that gorgeous or what, eh?
And I believe I can run a decent marathon.
Download Veely now.
The only humane way to get to Dubai is a 7-hour flight, calling into question the foundational notion of what constitutes a mini break.
You all right back there?
Yeah. New backseat shotgun.
Yeah.
You know I suffer from motion sickness.
I'm coming over old Schwarzenegger.
Well, not for the first time.
So, with me, publicly acknowledged skinflints, raised on butlins and cheap camping holidays.
Well, this is like a fancy version of that.
Why Dubai? Why the millionaires' playground?
Well, I'll tell you why. Dubai is one of 7 states that make up the United Arab Emirates, a relatively new country created the same year as the year in which 1971 took place. A tiny fishing village until the 60s, Dubai exploded out of the desert into a high-rise landscape of shiny megastructures, thanks to the discovery of oil, the fuel that brings only joy. Things in Dubai are, in a very real sense, well massive. So well massive that the Guinness Book of World Records has a Dubai outpost to cope with the influx. World's tallest building, they got that. Largest shopping centre, they got that. Most sound moved with a teaspoon in 30 seconds, they done that. And largest gathering of people dressed as nurses, they got that on lock. Fellas prepared to keep a tight grip on their wad can enjoy a weekend in Dubai for around £800. But for the benefit of award-baiting TV, Johnny and I are about to spam 10 times that on hotel rooms alone. The Atlantis, our sober retreat for the next 48 hours, is situated on the world's biggest man-made palm-shaped island, the Palm. I mean, how late were those doors? I'm furious. I was right next to it. Look at this comely centrepiece.
As a potter,
Yes.
stroke sculptor,
How do you feel about it?
That's pretty.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. A younger drunk of me would want to climb that.
Don't rule it out. Well, why don't you go to your suite?
To my sweat, okay.
One of the 1,500 rooms here, and we can meet at the aquarium.
What, in 3 days' time?
In 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yes.
You expect to meet it? Okay.
Come on. Our rooms come with private 24-hour butlers. Hello?
Welcome to see.
Someone's broken in already. Who have previously pretended to care about Kylie, De Niro, Kardashian, and Vernon the Face K. Ceilings for a pinch high'd be perfect. Johnny's in the 3-story Neptune Suite with its wall of fish.
Oh my God. Oh, this is madness.
My personal joint, retailing at over 8.5 thou a night, has 5 balconies, gold-laced toiletries, and, mercifully, British standard AC power sockets.
You've got to be moved by this.
I am moved, but I'm trying not to get sucked in to the commodification of marine life. This would be an overly obvious place to rendezvous in a spy film. It's ridiculous. 11 million litres of seawater, of course, 65,000 types of fish, 220 kilograms a day of food.
Oh, God.
The pleasing thing is this is 70 centimetres thick. That's the only thing I need to take away from here.
I can happily sit with a pint in front of this for 3 days.
We don't have time.
Right, OK.
There's nothing here that you can't get on a screensaver of any standard PC. Let's go.
Oh,
No one has walked in Dubai since the late 70s, and with dwindling oil reserves, the roads could soon go the full Mad Max. So we opt for an alternate mode of transport.
come on. You can do this.
Why was
Your entire body language.
Why was I made so weak? I'm such a weak person.
It's in the mind.
I've got no constitution.
This beats the city bus tour, doesn't it?
Combining two of my favourite types of motion sickness, air and sea. We're airborne. For a far too long 40 mins, we'll loop out from the historic heart of Dubai, the creek, and take in the offshore man-made world, the palm, and the city skyline. This is a bit much for me. Oi, oi, oi. That's the cluster of islands meant to look like the world out there.
What, is that man-made?
Yes. It didn't naturally form into a map of the globe.
How come it doesn't drift like when you build a sandcastle?
I don't know how this
Well,
works.
I need you to know these.
I know.
You know, I have the brain of a 12-year-old that just has questions. What's that ship doing there?
I don't know.
What country's that meant to be?
Poland.
Do fish know when it's raining?
Yes. Oh,
Oh, God!
wow. I was not keen on that at all. And that's the palm over there. That's where we're staying.
Oh, yeah! It's an engineering feat. It's admirable, but it's...
The kind of thing Michael Jackson would have done.
Yes, yes.
Speaking personally, I could never do this again. This plane is too small. It's like a VW van has taken off into the air. That's my favourite bit of the trip.
What the land?
It ending. May need to use my sea wings to compliment me back and leave them my compliments. All I can say is I feel Craig David would like it here. After risking our lives for something that could have been more comfortably achieved using Google Maps, we decide to soothe our blackened souls in the secular chapel of consumerism. Shopping off-tops the list of reasons for visiting Dubai, and the world's biggest mall is an attraction I plan to prowl around like a mighty tiger. I like malls, do you?
I love malls. I could waste the entire trip putting some serious dents in the credit card.
Yeah. What can go wrong in a mall? Nothing. I feel safe, there's no weather, time is irrelevant. As well as a host of high street mainstays,
M&S!
it's also home to Donald Trump's favourite tea shop. That's £1,000 for 100 grams.
There's nobody in this world that I love enough to pay that much.
I'm right here. I'm right here. Could I afford something this size?
That one is 90.
Just for the tin, that's 90.
Yes, it's empty.
I've been a fool all these years just throwing out my recycling.
I know.
I don't ask how much for sugar.
Dubai Mall has more than 150 food joints, but only Majlis specialises in camel cuisine, which is fortunate because Johnny and I have been on strict camel-only diets for close to a decade. Look, this is the Camel Milk Cafe. You can get camel milk products, 3 times the vitamin C of normal milk. Closest animal milk to human mother's milk, which is slightly creepy.
Is that, I was going to say, is that supposed to be a benefit? Or
Slightly saltier than normal milk, as you'd maybe expect.
Salty.
You like salty milk, surely?
Is it popular amongst the locals, or are we just being...
The place is packed. We're lucky to get a seat. What are you talking about? We're going full hump with a camel sandwich, a camel milkshake, and a camel chino. You haven't thought of a pun for the milkshake. You've gone camel chino.
Yes.
But that's just...
But that's camel milk.
Yes, this one is a camel.
Camel milkshake? Camilkshake. Camilkshake.
Camilkshake, yeah.
Come on. I only want 25% of that.
Yes, no problem.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sort like spam. Camel spam.
But it's quite mild. I thought it would be a really...
Ham.
I can live with that. That's...
All right. That is saltier than I would have expected. How's that camilkshake?
That is actually, that's pretty damn good, that. I wouldn't know that was camels.
I don't know what you'd believe that was, but you'd certainly ask, what kind of meat is this? All right,
Yeah.
let's leave before they try and get us to pay. A small man who couldn't stop laughing assured us that no trip to Dubai is complete without heading to the desert. So we're doing exactly what he said, heading 45 mins out of town in search of sandy action.
You wouldn't know to look at me. There is just a tad of adrenaline junk here. As long as it takes no more physical exertion than, you know, putting your foot down.
Tourists who love water-scarce topography can ride camels, ski across the dunes, or fly over them in a balloon. It's at this point that the laughing man's chuckles start to have a hollow ring.
My name's Mitch. All right, guys, you ready for the buggies?
No.
Yes.
Have you done anything to those dunes to make them roadworthy?
Nothing at all.
Okay. Why won't people accept that there are some places that they cannot drive?
It's man's overwhelming need to conquer the elements while still a stag do.
A guided waz around the dunes costs £125 for a couple of hours of sandy, gripless hell. No, I'm not confident about this. I'm not confident. I'm not confident. No. No. The only thing I have in common with Jeremy Clarkson is that we're both casually racist. No. You've gone out of your mind. This entire sequence could have been handled by my stunt double. No. Oh, I feel trust slipping.
Come on, that was a rush.
That was the same kind of rush as being abducted.
That was come on.
Oh, look at the sand.
Look, I go through life just limping with gout. Out there, I felt like a sand ballerina.
I was focusing on my own terror, but I'm pleased that you managed to let go.
I did. It's a driving experience of my lifetime.
As Eve assaults, Johnny demands that I hook him up with some high-end ice. So we slope down to Scoopy, one of Dubai's most recently opened ice cream parlours, to carve up the most costly ice cream on the planet. You will need to give me a credit card at the end of this, because I intend to order this, the Black Diamond. Madagascan vanilla ice cream blended with black truffle is frozen live, using a liquid nitrogen method for optimum taste and texture before the addition of what can very much be described as garnish. A garnish made from supposedly health-giving 23-carat edible gold.
It's good for your brain, your nerves.
Right.
The hemoglobin of your body, it increases.
Okay.
A lot of benefits of that.
So maybe why I feel so bad is I've never eaten gold.
Nah.
Iranian saffron and gold sprinkles take this folly to £533 a scoop, but you could claw back some of the cost by eBaying the complimentary Versace bowl.
You ready?
I'm in, yeah. You can really taste that gold.
Are you getting that metallic aftertaste? It's like I licked the exhaust off a Capri.
That is not the review they're looking for.
Sorry.
Well, very good. You take the bill.
No.
It's my gift to you.
No.
Seeing as you've paid.
What do you mean, seeing as I've paid?
Remember to tip. And with Johnny in financial disarray, the fripperies of day one finally fizzle out. We're halfway through our near-mythic quest to gut all the goodness from Dubai in just 48 hours. So far, we have been propelled at altitude. All I can say is, I feel Craig David would like it here. Skidded ungoverned in the desert. Gone out of your mind! And exceeded our culinary tolerance. What kind of meat is this? By day two, we're as relaxed and untouchable as bankers.
You all right, chaps? No peeking. Yes, I mean you.
We have become so heinously spoiled that we demand that breakfast is brought to us.
Morning.
Please join me on my personal roof terrace immediately.
You're the boss. See you soon. Thank you. Best fetch your robe. Morning. Don't get up.
How do?
The butler let me in. Hope you don't mind.
Yes, he's a good man and thorough. In an act that combined faux authenticity with greed, we order a full Arabian. 4 types of cheese, full madames or beans and sauce, a vegetable platter, omelette, fruit and flatbreads.
When I go back home and my wife presents me with Cocoa Pops, I'm just going to end up in tears.
You'll have to hit the roof. Now, by the way, I have to let you know about some standards of decorum here.
Right.
These are things which are verboten. Foul language,
OK.
crude gestures. That can include the protrusion of your tongue. And try and refrain from showing the soles of your feet, because I know that's often how you communicate.
But they're manicured, they're very well maintained.
I love your feet, you know that. But you cannot show the soles of them to anyone here.
OK.
How's that cheese ball going down?
Amazing.
Well, we can't be too long. We only have limited time. Just take the plate with you. Take the bowl. I'll take this.
I'll just take a little bit of cheese.
With a bit of this.
A bit
Right,
of cheese.
let's go out.
And a bit of cheese. You got any cling film?
As our remaining insulin floods through us, plain common sense insists we ascend Dubai's biggest tourist attraction, the Burj Khalifa. Holder of 8 of Dubai's 149 world records.
What floor are we going to?
124.
Hey, Bill's though, it builds the tension, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
The composer is to be congratulated. And what 2 vertigo sufferers wouldn't want to stand upon the world's highest observation deck?
But something in my brain is telling me that a gust of wind is going to take me through that gap.
I'm worried my glasses will fall off my nose.
No, don't, please, please, please.
I think maybe it's for this,
Oh, no,
so you can have a casual look.
No, I'm picking at this. Getting really weird buzz in my testicles.
Sure.
Not in any sexual.
No,
Don't get
your
me
body
that.
language was not telling me that that was a good thing. Let me hit you with some stats here, Johnny.
Right.
Highest residential apartments, most floors in any building in the world, tallest freestanding structure in the world, world record for vertical concrete pumping. That's a great one
Now
to get.
that's-
605 metres. World's 2nd highest swimming pool. That must sting. That's got to hurt. And my favourite, the world's highest toilet, which I plan on using.
Yeah, I don't really need to read how high up we are.
There's a good way to go.
What, are we like 2/3 up or something?
Yeah.
Who cleans the windows?
It's so high, I've gone out the other side of my words ago.
How can you be so casual at this?
Because it's so high, it's become silly. That's why. I'm going to take you out of here, Johnny.
So, just look at it
Let's
from over
go
there.
and use the world's highest toilet separately.
Right, OK.
Keen to add the instability of water travel to our dizzied frames, we decide to hit the creek. Oh, hello. Wooden abras have been ferrying locals over the creek for a mind-boggling 40 years. And at 1 dirham, approx 18p, it's the cheapest way to travel to the oldest part of town. You like this?
I do, yeah.
It seems very unsafe.
These boats do look like they could go any minute. What's that? Oh, he wants
Oh,
to pay him.
okay, here we go. I'll get it
Are
again.
you sure?
It's fine. We'll square it at the end.
Oh, it's got a bit of
Look
Hitchcock.
at this is gull heavy. I don't want to be Tippy Hedren here.
Yeah.
What do they want from us?
I'm glad I didn't bring fish and chips.
Do we need Bernard Herrmann to score this moment? We're going into old Dubai.
Right,
Some of
okay.
this is as old as Katy Perry. A pleasingly swift 4-min journey lands us in the Al Fahidi district with its pre-aircon wind towers and labyrinthine streets.
History.
I know. This is all from the late 90s, I think. And it's a bit less Dallas. All that remains of the old city walls is on display, and what a magnificent sight it is. 50 centimetres thick, 600 metres long. These are impressive stats, aren't they? 2.5 metres high. In the beginning of the 20th century, the wall was demolished to accommodate the expansion of the city, and frankly, good riddance to what is a statistically unimpressive wall.
It hums of Chessington World of Adventures.
And you say that like it's a bad thing.
Version of Dubai.
I love that place.
Yeah, but no,
That's
but
a place where you can dream. The only thing left for us to achieve is the purchase of some random guff with which to sanctify our stay.
How are you with fridge magnets?
I like them.
It just says Dubai Skyline, it doesn't I love. So you're not overcommitting.
Yes, you're just ambivalent. You just acknowledge that it has one. This could be pleasing. Oh, hey now. Oh, it keeps going. That's coming home. That's coming home. Butane
I
lighter
like this.
gas.
Yeah, perhaps it's not the best memento, but just fill every refillable butane lighter in the world.
Okay.
What-
I don't know you can take that on the plane. That looks... Well, that's
I'll
literally
just-
flammable.
No,
That's
but I'll
what
just
it
fill
is.
a lot of lighters while I'm here, and then take all the lighters on separately.
If you're getting through that many lighters here, I'm going to recommend you cut down. So, these two, I'm not sure what you'd call them.
This one 20 dirham.
Each. Johnny, get in here.
How much?
One piece 20 dirham.
What, 20 for one?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Johnny does not like the sound of that.
Please. We're on a limited budget. Say for 30, 35, times 3.
Okay.
Yeah?
And then the tea.
25.
Whoa, now.
Now.
Come on. That's
I mean,
price.
I know me tea. I sell a lot of tea in the UK.
You're talking to Mr. T.
Trust me.
I mean, not
I
the
am-
real
I-
Mr. T. We can get him.
Both for 40, and I'll do a picture holding the tea for you.
The whole lot for 100. 100?
100 for all?
Okay. I don't feel totally comfortable with your energy level at the moment. You seem kind of down about it. Are you okay with this?
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to give you some more money because
Yeah, but it's not a game show.
I'm well aware of that. It lacks the ratings and the razzmatazz.
I know, but you're missing out on the whole ethos of bartering.
No, I don't like
which
this.
is-
The man looks down. So I'm going to leave another 50 dirham. Okay? Because...
For everything.
Is that enough now? Okay, I'll give you
What are you
100 more
doing?
dirham. No.
His manly yet doleful eyes end up costing me close to half a C, taking our consolidated weekend spend to £16,912.13, a bill which remains unpaid. Tempest is as fugit as ever, so we slump down on the hotel's man-made beach to assess our colossal achievements.
Johnny, what activity did you like best?
Oh,
You seem to like the dune
the
buggies.
dune buggies, yeah. That was a hell of a lot of fun. I loved the boat, you know, the river taxi.
Yes.
Because that felt like the most authentic thing, and it was something that everyday people were using.
I tell you what I've really enjoyed. I've enjoyed the fact that they are 3-pin plugs here.
Yeah.
That is a joy.
That will accommodate a 2-pin.
It will accommodate a 2-pin as well. It's some of the best power socketry I've ever seen.
I'm going to go and have a paddle, I think.
Ask the foreman over there when they'll be done. Will you make your own way back, Johnny?
Well, no, if you get a spade, we'll start chucking some sand in and create a bit of real estate of our own.
All right, I'll get a spade.